Welcome back to this video, guys. Here I'm going to be showing you grid based layout designs, and the reason why this is very important is the actualization or the breadthing of the principles that I've told you about can actually work well with this that I'm about to show you, and you're going to see it as we go up. But before I get into it, I would love to tell you some very key things that are benefit of you using grid for your designs. Remember, I told you the other time that if you are trying to lift your element around and you want it to be aligned, there is something that comes up and it looks like a line, right, that guides you through it. We call it rulers. If you're using the laptop, you have access, you'll be able to use your rulers. We call it rulers, we call it grids and all of that. This helps you to stay on point. And what that helps you to achieve, one of those things this grid will help you to achieve is a neat work. Okay, so sometimes because of this design canvas, because of this place, you are not sure if your you're not sure if your text are on the same line, if you have the same baseline, if all of your text are seated on the same line. You are not sure if your images are rightly aligned because you, there was a time we were doing resume and I told you that just 0.005 inches could mean a difference when somebody is viewing your design from afar. But sometimes you can't just see because it's just so little. But with grid, you can be able to put everything right in perspective and you can see it, and it makes your work look super neat and professional. One thing that stands professional out is the neatness of their work, like everything just looks arranged and perfect. But one of the things that they use that is a secret is layout. You want to know, first of all, before you start your design, what layout am I using? The second thing that this does is it makes your work fast and then you have an improved efficiency. Okay, so how does it make your work fast? See, one of the biggest thing that makes people stay long on designing is because they're trying to contemplate, oh, where do I put this image? Oh, where do I put my text? And they start moving around. So instead of thinking this text or this image could stay here, why not put yourself in a position where you can feel like this text or this image would stay here? So that is what layout does to you. It gives you a perspective and it helps you to know this is where my text is going to stay. So instead of you trying to move around like your design interface and you're trying to see, I think this will look okay here, I think this will look okay here, blah blah. No, that does not have to stay. Now you can use your grid to know where your text will be, where the second text will be, where your headline will be, and all of that. So it makes your work faster. You don't have the headache of thinking, is this design going to be okay? And then you are more efficient because now you can work at a faster speed and you can get more beautiful results. So what's the point? Sometimes we even spend eternity trying to see where our designs will fit into and we still come up with like bad results. So here you get it fast and you get it good. So that's one of the big benefits of using this grid. Another thing is it enhances visual hierarchy. I've told you about hierarchy the other time. So with your grid, you can know what exactly should look big, what exactly should look on, like people should concentrate on, what exactly you want them to see the most, what you want them to just see in a bit, what the details you want them to go after. I've explained all of that. So grid helps you to achieve this. Another thing is, oh my god, this is important because I told you in the previous videos that one of the great benefit of design or one of the very use of design is to communicate. And when you want to communicate very effective, you have to make your design very visually attractive, very visually appealing to your audience. So when you have your grid layout in place, it helps you achieve this like so much. So with all of this said, I am going to show you how to use this layout. We're not starting like design majorly here. I'm still going to make other videos for that, but so that you can see how to get this done. Okay, so let's go back to our plane. This is our plane design space, and then you click on the plus and go to templates. Okay, so you scroll, so you go to elements, pardon me, and then you scroll down, you see grid here, you click on see all. So here you have a lot of grid. You can see there are some in threes, different grid, different layout. So keep scrolling until you see what exactly you think you want to achieve. Or do I want a particular image to look so big on the right? Do I want it to look so big, or do I want everything just, or is it baseline? Is it baseline I'm looking at? Say for example now, okay, let's move up. I saw one. You have a lot of them. You can just keep scrolling through it, and you're going to see amazing, amazing. So depending on the one you're looking for, I'm going to just use two examples. And the fact that you can see colors inside of it, green, white, if you've been following me properly, you will know that I told you that if you see things like this, it means you can add a picture into it. It means you can add a picture into it. Yeah. Okay, so let's say this is the kind of layout you decided to pick. Can you see that they are different, different stuff? Okay, so I can decide. You can see spacing here, grid spacing. Can you see that? So it gives you like beautiful tools that you can use here. Like you can basically relate with that. So clicking just one of those, I can decide to add a photo to that grid. Can you see that? I can decide to create amazing thing, and people will wonder, oh, what's that? What's that? Why does that look like that? Okay, so I can decide to do this. I can decide to do pink. So if I type on pink, it's going to bring me a lot of pink elements, right? So I can decide to just make my design all pinky. All pinky. So these are the things you get. And another thing is, I'm going to show you later how you can even add text to this. So it's not only when you have images. No, no, no. It's not only applicable when you have images. So this is just, you should have seen things like this before. It just looks amazing. So I can remove this. Sorry. I can remove this and put a text. Oh, like you remove the entire thing. Okay, so let's get ahead. I'm going to show you a lot more things later on. But the essence of this, or probably let me create another page and choose another grid type and show you something. Okay, say for example, you're trying to create something that looks like a gallery. Then you can click on this. Make sure that you are clicking on that thing before you replace it. Just to make sure that you are. And then I'm clicking this. Just for example, we are going to see how to use it design, like exact designs. Okay. And I love this spec that I can see there. It looks amazing. I think I'm a fan anyway. All right. So then you have this. Like you really don't have to. You can double tap this if you want to just move things around better. Maybe you want to just reduce the size or something. Okay. So now having this grid helps you because now you're not the one having to draw these lines and wondering, is it the same size? Is it not the same size? This grid helps you to put everything in perspective. I just had to take you through this point because we are going to be using this at a point too. I won't be using it, but then you're just starting out designing from scratch, and grid is one of those things that just helps you to really go far and be more effective and efficient. This is going to be the end of this video, and I'm going to see you right in the next video.